Hello, I'm Sybil, and this is a Yandere thriller game. I saw this on itch.io. It was part of the Yandere Game Jam 2023, and it caught my eye, so I want to play it. Apparently this is still extended demo, so I'm not sure how long this game will be, but it is rated 17 plus for stuff like strong language, violence, drug use, and the description says to read trigger warnings, though I didn't see any immediately. If I find any other trigger warnings, I'll put them in like the video description. But yeah, let's start. Oh, here it is. Disclaimer. Do not re-upload resources to my game or any assets used inside in any shape or form. Oh. Streaming the game and or making gameplay videos is allowed though and even welcomed. That's good. In addition, please keep in mind it's an extended demo. Some of the background are currently colored sketches. The story reaches up to day 4. Okay. You're gonna mention any triggers? Yes. Okay, attention. This game contains strong language, emotional abuse, manipulation, isolation, depictions of blood, shaking screen, and implications of workplace harassment. Do not play if you are sensitive to any of these things. Check the game's page for more information. Am I sensitive to any of these things? Well, we'll see. Hey there, Snowflake. Before we begin the story, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. What are your preferred pronouns? Just go with that. Excellent. And what is your name? Oops. There. Sybil. I like it. Can't wait to meet you. Yay. The road is quiet. No real sound can be heard except for the humming of my four-wheeled companion. No sign from any other cars in the hours, not even a motorbike. The frosty air is so prominent I can feel it pierce through the window's glass. Bless whoever invented car heaters. That's me. I don't know why I suddenly grabbed my backpack for a 1-week trip to Frost Peak Town. Yeah, why did I do that? That sounds horrible. I mean, I know it's supposedly famous for skiing or whatever, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere. What am I? A teenager hungry for a thrill? Who am I kidding? I know exactly why I'm doing this. Fuck my work, fuck my boss, fuck society. Oh, I see. They can burn each other for all I care. I'm not usually this impulsive, but winter sports might be just what I need to take my mind off things. And no one's going to take me away from my well-earned break. No one. What the heck? In the middle of my venting session, a crow flies right in front of the windshield. Oh no! I can't scream. Just pretend I screamed. Although I nearly lose control, I managed to get a firm hold of the steering wheel. Damn bird. Is it suicidal or what? It nearly killed me. Whatever, I'll just... Huh? The car seems weirdly off balance all of a sudden. Really? Now? Here? Shit. Shit! Goddamn. Herbie, you're looking a little flat over there. Herbie? And your parent is so responsible that they forgot to bring your spare tire. I'd taken my phone from my pants pocket. No reception. Of course. No one is going to take away my well-earned break, huh, Sybil? Well, a stupid crow just fucking did. I kicked the snow. Should just let the bird hit the window. As much as complaining feels good to get your frustrations out of your chest, it's not going to solve anything. Time to explore the wondrous world of Winter Wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Now, where would I go if my car had a problem? Auto repair place? A gas station. That too. Yeah, if only. There's literally nothing here. Nothing but snow and big-ass trees. Frostpeak Town should be somewhere around this area, though. I just need to keep walking. At least the view is pretty. I've never seen so much snow, like, in my life. It doesn't snow really where I live. Well, the trees changed. I guess that's some progress. There's a road. The others were pines, right? Not sure about these ones, though. But still, how come I haven't seen a single person or animal throughout my entire hike? Don't bears usually live here? You want to see a bear? Not that I'd want to meet one. Okay. Hope I don't find one of their dens while they're hibernating. I'm surprised I didn't see any deer either, considering there was a sign and all. Is it me or is it getting colder? Guess I'll keep walking. Probably getting later in the day too. Okay, nah, it's definitely colder now. My hands feel like ice cubes, and of course I had to forget my fucking gloves. Just completely unprepared, aren't you? Sure enough, the freezing weather brings out the first snowflakes of the day. They fall slowly yet relentlessly, and I can't resist the urge to catch a few with my tongue. I wish they tasted like something. Usually I don't mind snow. It's undeniable that the tiny ice crystals are very pretty. Especially when it's sunny, it's as if everything is glistening. Not to mention, snow has a strange way of making you feel nostalgic, even if you've never seen it before. Yep, I definitely don't mind it. You could even say I like it. When I know I'm not at a risk of getting hypothermia, that is. What's next? A snowstorm? Amazing. Great. Is that a log cabin? Maybe whoever lives there can help me. Or not. I'm having such bad luck today that I wouldn't be surprised if it was abandoned. I bet it can protect me from the storm though. I hope. Oh, lights are on. Never mind, I don't want to be alone in the cold. Let me see another human being. Hello? Is anyone in there? Please, I need help. No answer. Maybe they didn't hear me? My car got a flat tire and I have nowhere to go. Can you help me? Please? My hands are numb and I have turned a deep shade of purple. Ugh. My body's shivering so violently I can barely stand. Fucking hell, it's so cold. The front door starts unlocking. Help. I get knocked out. Day one. Where am I? I wake up in an unfamiliar room. Is this inside the log cabin? I must have passed out. Sure, you did. I still think you got hit in the head. I wonder what time it is. Did I sleep the whole night? Out of habit, I touch my pants pocket to take out my phone. What the? Only to find I'm wearing an entirely new outfit? Huh? I guess whoever helped me out must have changed my clothes. They even bandaged my hands. I should go find them. I wouldn't want to be like dressed up in. Wow, this cabin is bigger than it looks. How many rooms does it even have? It's bigger on the inside. The door at the far back must be the entrance. I hear a bit of noise from the room on the right. Is that where the person who helped me is? And again, I don't know who they are. What if it's someone dangerous? Well, not like I have the keys anyway. I should at least meet them before drawing any conclusions. Also, they did help me, so they can't be that bad. Horror game main characters must be rubbing off on me. When I enter the room, I find myself in a small yet cozy kitchen. And then I see him. A green-haired man who appears to be of average stature, wearing a lab coat and washing the dishes. That's kind of anticlimactic. Shit, I said that out loud. And now he's staring at me. I could. Abort mission. Maybe I can escape through the window. Looks kind of tiny. I don't know how to do voices. Oh hey, you woke up. The man either chooses to ignore my slip up or doesn't really care. After removing his cleaning gloves, he takes a few steps my way. Shark teeth! And stops right in front of me. I was actually about to check up on you after cleaning up. How do you feel? I'm okay, I'm feeling great, I'm fine, but you shouldn't have changed my clothes. You really shouldn't have changed my clothes. I don't like being touched. I'm fine, but I don't think you should have changed my clothes. Oh god, I'm so sorry about that. Normally I would ask for permission, but you had just passed out and it was an emergency. He's got a point. I hate to admit it, but if he hadn't helped me, I'd be counting worms. Couldn't you just like put me a bunch of blankets on top of me? No, you're right. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just glad you're okay. He's kind of cute, not gonna lie. If you don't mind my asking, can you tell me what happened? How did you get caught in the snowstorm? Oh, right. What can I say? A stupid crow scared the hell out of me while I was driving and my car got a flat tire as a result. I see. That's quite unfortunate. The crow is his pet or something. Great. Did I say something weird? Anyway. I thought I'd ask for help, but you're literally the first person I've seen in this whole area. Which reminds me, I don't think we've introduced ourselves yet, right? True. Does he need to pee or something? Why is he suddenly so nervous? Now I'm getting nervous. I better get introductions out of the way. I'm Sybil. Oh, what a pretty name.
I'm Crow.
I'm Crow. Seriously? No wonder you made a weird face. But don't worry, I only meant the animal. Besides, I doubt anyone who has a job that requires wearing a lab coat is actually stupid. Well, mostly anyway. Not that he needs to know that. I know. I just wasn't expecting to hear my name in quite that manner. I bet. In any case, it's nice to meet you, Crow. The pleasure's all mine. This guy's so nice. I wonder if you could tell me how far I am from Frost Peak Town. Wouldn't it be good to overstay my welcome after all? Can I ask you something? Where are my manners? I still haven't offered you anything to drink. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to impose. Nonsense. I finally have a guest after all. Finally, I'll go ahead and prepare some chaga tea. It's very good for the cold weather. Thank you. I have no idea what chaga is, but he seems to know what he's talking about, so... Would you like something to eat as well? Don't be shy now, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Actually, breakfast sounds wonderful. Are you sure you don't mind? I'd rather not eat anything right now. Are you sure you don't mind? I don't want to like impose. You live like in the middle of nowhere. Maybe you have limited groceries.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I love cooking, so it's no trouble at all. In that case, I'd love to eat something too. Thank you. My pleasure. Oh, that reminds me. Is there anything you can't eat? Nah, I'm good with anything. I'm a vegetarian. I'm vegan. I'm good with anything. I'm good with anything.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Why don't you wait for me in the living room? It's right next to the kitchen. This place even has a living room? Yeah, gotcha. Wow. Crow sure has a lot of books. I wonder if he's some kind of scientist? He looks the part at least. It's pretty cozy too. Kinda surreal knowing how cold it is outside. After awkwardly wandering around the room for a couple of minutes, I decide to sit on one of the couches. Oh my gosh! I lift my butt and throw myself on the couch a few more times for good measure. So comfy! I should remember to ask Crow where he buys his cushions. The carpet looks really inviting too. Should I take off my boots to feel the fiber texture under my feet? Yes, do it. I should probably ask first. I don't think that's a good idea. And as much as I want to, I don't think Crow would appreciate that. Or maybe he would smile and say he doesn't mind. He does seem pretty hospitable so far. No, bad Sybil. It'd still be super rude. Besides, for all I know, he could turn to someone else the moment I mess with his stuff without permission. Breakfast ready! Did you wait long? No, not at all. Phew. Alright, here you go. Wow, pancakes! Pancakes! I quickly pick up my fork to give them a taste. The fluffy texture of the pancakes combined with the juiciness of the berries and the floral sweet taste of the honey sends me right to heaven. So good! Several compliments slip out of my mouth before I even finish swallowing. I can't help it, they're freaking amazing. Looks like someone was hungry. That's embarrassing. What am I, a kid? Sorry about that. Got a bit too excited. Nothing to be sorry about. I'm happy you liked them so much. They were fantastic. I never had honey this good. What type of honey is it? This is spring wildflower honey. Isn't it wonderful how the flavor and color can change so much depending on the time of the year it's harvested? Definitely. It also depends on the flowers the bees collect the nectar from. That's so cool. I'd love to try other types of honey. Don't forget the chaga tea though, it'll warm you right up. Please don't poison me, please don't poison me. I take the mug of chaga tea and rest my cheek on the ceramic. That looks like Chuck. It's warm and has an earthy aroma. I've never had chaga tea before, but it doesn't smell like anything I've ever tasted. What herb or fruit does it come from? Curious, aren't we? Chaga is a type of mushroom that grows on the bark of birch trees. It's a little hard to find and you need to be careful not to confuse it with dead chaga, but it's worth the search since it's very good for you. Wow, that's kind of cool. Is that true? If I Google chaga tea, is it gonna tell me that it's actually like poisonous or something? Let's see. Chaga tea made from chaga mushrooms, typically growth on the trunks of birch trees. Health benefits: cancer prevention and fighting, immune system function, reduction of inflammation, liver protection, intestinal health, lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure. Okay. He's the real deal. At least with the chaga tea. He's not lying to us.
Right? Nature is amazing.
Right? Nature is amazing. It sure is. When it's not trying to kill you, that is. But I don't want to dampen the mood. He looks happy. I distract myself by taking a sip of the tea, but almost choke at the unexpected taste. That was an actual cough. At the end. So bitter! Whoops, I forgot to mention that.
Here, have some sugar, Snowflake.
Snowflake. Protest, blush, give him a nickname too. Thanks, Jewel. No problem. Why Jewel? Because he has like ruby red eyes or something? I guess he wasn't expecting that. Crow doesn't seem to mind though. He even looks happy. How cute. I add 2 teaspoons of sugar and stir. Better? A lot. Thank you. Maybe the bitter taste will grow on you with time, because you ain't leaving anytime soon. Haha, who knows? I wonder if the natural food store near home sells chaga tea. Which reminds me. Are you a nature scientist, Crow? Oh, curious about me, aren't we? Maybe. I like your honesty.
Something like that. I prefer to call myself an environmental researcher.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you have anything you specialize in?
Well, nature is pretty vast, so I study a bit of everything. Plants, animals, ecosystems. But right now, I'm researching partial migration in certain animals.
Crows, isn't it? Partial? Your face tells me you have more questions. You got me. Partial migration is just like the name suggests. It's a phenomenon where only some individuals of a certain species move from one region to another, while the rest stay put. I see. Kind of like when some birds migrate because of winter. Yes, exactly. For some reason, the animals who don't migrate during winter tend to be the same as the ones who don't migrate the following year, and so forth. That's intriguing. Isn't it? It really makes you want to know why. Perhaps it's a bit ironic, but I'm actually focusing on crows right now. Called it. Haha, well, what can I say? It fits you to a T. I'd better do the research justice then. What if he is a crow? Like a crow monster or something? That makes me wonder, was the crow I saw on the road a partial migrator or not? But enough about me. Why don't you tell me more about yourself? Promise you're not gonna laugh?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay. To be honest, I needed a break. My job back home is really stressful to say the least. And I don't know when the last time I took a holiday was. A real holiday. Not just a day off, you know? I start to fidget with my fingers. Work's always like, this is urgent, or I need you to be online. Or Jerry screwed up again and now gotta do overtime. Every day, at every hour, everywhere, it's pure chaos. I bend forward. There's just no escape. And bury my head in my hands. I feel so stuck all the time. Like there's no point in anything. Like I'm living to work and not working to live. Like I want to disappear for a whole week and not think about anything. Which is pretty much what I did. God, what am I saying to a stranger? Sorry, got a bit overwhelmed for a second. It's alright, Snowflake. I think it's good that you're letting it all out. He's being so sweet, I almost want to cry, but I feel embarrassed about being so vulnerable with a person I barely know. Call me weird for saying this, but it feels so right to talk to him. What if the twist is we're the Yandere? Ah, maybe we're both Yandere.
I'm not sure why you thought I was going to laugh, though. What I see is a very hard-working person who's clearly not being appreciated and needs to relax.
And probably be a little pampered too. I think you were right in taking a week off. In fact, you should have probably asked for more. Thank you. Though I'm sure Crow noticed my voice breaking, he chooses not to say anything, probably out of kindness. Why don't you tell me more about this holiday of yours? Where were you planning to go? Oh, right. Well, I actually wanted to ask you about it before. Is Frostpeak Town too far away from here?
Huh?
Did you say Frostpeak Town? Yeah, I was looking for places to visit that were good for relieving stress. Not beaches, mind you, something to actually let my frustrations out. So I kept searching and found a bunch of articles saying how skiing was really good for all that. And let's just say I chose a place that was furthest away from home to feel like I was genuinely going on a trip. Oh no, we're far away from home. A bit of a thrill seeker, aren't we? I mean, not really, but I guess I need a bit of excitement to take my mind off things.
Is that so? How curious.
Why is he blushing? That smile should be illegal. By the way, to answer your last question, Frostpeak Town is around this area. Really? Yes. I sense a butt coming. But it's a few hours away by driving, unfortunately. Oh. There is a bus that takes you there though, and the bus stop isn't far from here. Then again, the snowstorm yesterday did quite a number on the roads. So it'll probably take a while until all the snow's removed. They will most likely have to repair the damage too. Fucking hell. Do you know how much time it'll take until the buses resume their normal route? About a week, I'm assuming? Shit. There goes my holiday. Guess I'll have to stay in this area then. What about hotels? Are there any around here, Crow? Hotels? I don't think so. Not many people come visit around these parts. They don't. Not during winter, at least. What does that mean? Unlike Frost Peak, this village doesn't have any real attractions per se. Not to mention, only about 11 people live here. Farmers and people with summer vacation houses, to be more precise. Well, and me. Wait, this is a rural area? More so than the other seasons, it's mostly deserted during winter since this village is not well suited to shelter cattle in such harsh weather conditions. It's most likely the reason why this village is called Winter Hollow. Winter Hollow sounds kind of cool, but also a bit ominous.
A bit similar to partial migration, don't you think?
Now that he mentions it, it must also be why I saw no one on the way here. I'm pretty sure Frost Peak must have at least one hotel in this town, but what am I supposed to do then? We don't say anything for a while. This is probably the unluckiest break I've had in a long time. Getting a flat and having no replacement for it, forgetting my gloves when going to such a cold place, getting caught in a snowstorm in a village that's pretty much deserted save for one person. Am I cursed or something? Why can't luck be on my side for once? Crow is the first one to break the silence.
Why don't you stay here for a few days?
Eh? Did I hear him right? Why do you look so surprised? Considering there aren't many alternatives, I think it's a good idea, don't you think? I don't want to impose, I'd love to stay, I'm not sure. I don't want to impose. Are you sure? I don't want to impose. You're not. I wouldn't have offered you to stay otherwise. Then, okay, I'll stay.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. His enthusiasm is so infectious that I find myself jumping for joy as well. Seems I have a roommate now. Thank you, Crow. I mean it.
We're going to have so much fun you'll never want to leave.
Oh no! Oh no! Stop teasing me like that or I might just believe you. Oh, he got serious. I'll go wash the dishes. Oh, you don't have to. I flashed my palm at him before he finishes his sentence. Nope, you're already letting me stay in your home for a whole week. The least I can do is help you with the dishes and a few other things. Just name it and I'll do it. Alright. Good, I'll be right back. I arrange the dirty mugs, plates, and teapot on the tray, and head back to the kitchen.
I wasn't joking before, Snowflake.
Fun. So fun. Day 2. A cough again. After waking up to one of the best night's sleeps I've ever had, I make sure to clean myself up in the bathroom. Phew, thank God Crow has so many spare toothbrushes. I guess it makes sense that you need to supply yourself with a whole bunch of stuff if you live in the woods. Can't really make a quick trip to the grocery store, can you? I didn't see a car outside the cabin though, so maybe he gets everything delivered? Farmers probably sell him some stuff too. Who knows? Once I'm presentable enough, I make my way to the kitchen. What about our clothes? I'm greeted with the smell of rice cooking on a stove, and the sound of Crow's masterful skill at cutting veggies at a ridiculous speed. Does that worry me? Better not call out to him just yet, he might cut himself by accident. The moment I move to head to another room, though, Crow notices me and stops dead in his tracks. He leaves a knife on the counter and approaches me. Good morning, Sybil. I was about to go wake you up. Morning. Somehow this feels a little like deja vu. Feels a little like deja vu, don't you think? Exclamation point. We spoke to each other like this yesterday too. I was actually thinking the same thing. I wonder if this will become something of a daily ritual for us. Lunch will be ready in a bit, by the way. Wait, lunch? I know I went to sleep earlier than usual, but still, did the bath relax me that much? Jeez, I slept like a log. Maybe it's the effect of the... Oh my god, please don't say it. Log cabin. Okay. I thought I was gonna go another direction, but it was just a dad joke. That was terrible. Well, you laughed, didn't you? This cheeky buster. He probably is, like, poisoning us or something, no? Like, making us sleep. Or wait longer than we should. Yeah, whatever. But honestly speaking, you were under a lot of stress yesterday. It's no wonder you slept so much. If anything isn't a good thing, I imagine your job doesn't let you rest very well. You're not wrong there. Anyway, do you need help with the food?
Don't worry about it.
It's almost done. See, sometimes they read like the full like lines and sometimes just like part of it. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just a little odd. You can help me by setting the table in the living room if you want. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that then.
Thank you.
One set table later, I wait for Crow by sitting in the armchair right next to the window. And not for long, the neatly arranged bookshelves in the corner of the room catch my eye once again. Excuse me. All of them are hardcovers, all of them have spines with no titles. Books that look a bit worn out and faded, but not to the point where you can say they're old. Just that they were read several times. Not gonna lie, I'm really curious about his collection. Does Crow read? Before I change my mind and check it out, I grab a reddish book from one of the shelves. It's the only one with a vibrant color. Let's see. Winter ecology, living in the cold. Well, that's fitting. Alright. We have all heard about ecology at least once. How it studies the interrelationships between living things and their environment, how it strives to explain the behavior of assorted species around the world. It is vast, it is ever-changing. How much does there truly change in the realm of winter? Recent discoveries have shown the incredible strategies that living things have implemented in order to pull through the cold climates. This, in turn, reinforces the fact that we are all connected. Connected? It begs the question. How much is truly necessary to survive? What? The sound of Crow's footsteps distract me from going any further. I quickly put the book away, decide to come clean, keep the book right with me. Keep the book. I'm not going to put it back. It's just a book. No big deal if I want to read it, right? Besides, he did say I could make myself at home, so... Thanks for waiting, Snow. Crow stares at the book in my hands. That's... Did that one in particular catch your eye? Question mark. Yeah. Just in case I inspect the hardcover from all sides, is there anything I'm missing? Sorry, was this off limits? No, not at all. It's just, well... I just thought it seemed interesting. Crow?
Thank you.
Wait a minute, did you write this? Oh, it's a real chibi. It's not quite finished yet. You actually grabbed the one that's a work in progress. Oh, it's kind of cute seeing him embarrassed. I was hoping to keep working on it this week. That's amazing, Crow. I'm sure you'll do great.
Thank you.
By the way, if you're interested, I can show you some of my favorites later. Many of these books have taught me a lot of what I know today. There have been some especially brilliant scientists throughout history. Sure, that'd be nice. I have to ask though, how can you tell all of these apart? There's nothing written on their spines or even their front. Oh, each book has a number and a symbol assigned to it depending on the topic. I like to keep them organized in this manner since the textless hardcovers look more aesthetic and neat. Well, you're certainly dedicated, that's for sure. Never thought of it that way, but I guess you have a point. I thought I'd do it with my own bookshelves, though. Too annoying to keep track of what's what. Let's eat, shall we? Crow places our lunch on top of the placemats I previously set on the wooden table. Don't mind if I do. It looks so good. I love salmon rice. You do? I'm glad. I'll be sure to remember that. Wasting no more time, and before I end up salivating all over my clothes, I wolf down the meal with gusto. Every flavor is so rich. The smoky and juicy salmon, the fluffy and buttery rice. It's impossible to keep the smile off my face. I love food. That was delicious. Happy success then. Hell yeah. Before we know it, it's already evening and we'd spent most of the day talking about various topics. I have to say that I'm getting more and more interested in Crow's research. Do you think I could help you with it, like when you go outside and observe nature or forage for stuff? You'd like to accompany me? Are you kidding? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Sure, lots of people go skiing, but not everyone can say they've been studying winter ecology with a bona fide specialist. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind. It'd be nice to finally have some company. And there are things books can't teach. You have to see them for yourself. Well, we'll have to go tomorrow morning. Winter days are much shorter after all. The sky's already turning dark. Yeah, that's totally fine. I wouldn't want to be alone in the dark either way, especially given how I got caught in the snowstorm merely 2 days ago. It's getting a bit chilly. Should we make some tea? Yeah, but let me wash the dishes first. Excuse me. With Crow right by my side, I pick up the blades and take them to the sink. It still makes me a bit queasy making you wash the dishes. You're a guest. Come on, it's no big deal. Have you never divided household chores with anyone? Not really. I've managed on my own for most of my life. I know his experience is probably not the same as mine. I know it, and yet I can't help but feel like I can relate. Do you ever feel lonely? Lonely?
Not anymore.
Darn it. I quickly bent down to grab the broken pieces, but unintentionally cut the palm of my hand in my haste. Shit, and had just gotten healed from the frostbite too. Sybil! Sorry, Crow, I broke your...
I don't care about the stupid plate!
Instead of waiting for an answer, Crow grabs my wrist and puts my hand under the faucet. Fuck it's still bleeding. Yeah, you just put water. With vigor and precision, he lathers up my hands with a clean herbal soap until there are no signs of red. This seems to calm him down, at least a little, since he no longer graining his teeth. He doesn't let go of my hand. Crow, I think I'm alright now. You can let go.
No, not yet.
I don't dare interrupt him again, so I stare at him while he gets a hold of a first aid kit and takes out a small round container. Don't worry, it won't sting. He opens up the lid, draws a finger in the creamy ointment, and rubs it over my wound. It has a minty fragrance. Finally, he covers it with gauze. Honestly, be more careful, won't you? It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, I'll be more careful. That's a good bean. I don't think I should tell him I got hurt because he caught me off guard in the first place. Thanks, Crow. We were about to have some tea, yeah? I'll make us some tea. All right. Great. Oh, no.
Nothing will come between us. Nothing.
No person, no animal, not even a pesky wound.
I'll make sure of it.
Okay. Daytree! Give it up for Daytree! Come on. For the 100th time in a row, I look at the upper left corner of the screen. Nothing. I met with the same no service text, almost like it's mocking me. Really, the only thing I can confirm by charging my phone is the time. I already know I'm pretty much wasting my holiday. No need to say it to my face, you dumb rectangle. Great insult skills, Sybil. Honestly, it still blows my mind the fact that Crow had no idea what Wi-Fi was. I mean, come on, who mistakes Wi-Fi for Wilderai? Are we even from the same planet? It's kind of adorable though. Maybe he ain't human. Oh, wait. Plus, he does know what phones and the internet are, thank God. But of course, he doesn't have it either. Classic Sybil bad luck. Why was he so serious yesterday? I mean, yeah, I was bleeding a little, but it wasn't that bad, right? Whatever. At least I'm doing something fun today. After getting my fill of yawns and limb stretching, I approached the wardrobe to choose the clothes I'm gonna wear. Yesterday, Crow insisted I put them inside the drawer so they didn't wrinkle inside my backpack. I didn't bring a suitcase or anything? Speaking of my backpack, I should probably take it with me. It'll come in handy for carrying any wild foods or herbs we come across. All set! I'm about to turn around until I make eye contact with the bunny from the picture on top of the wardrobe. The bunny? Oh, bunny! There it is. Although I did notice it the first day I came here, I wasn't in the right headspace at the time to actually care. It's pretty cute. I didn't know there were species of snow bunnies. Guess you learn something new every day. When I reach the hallway, Crotless pulling the cords of a drawstring bag to close it tightly. The sack looks so full it feels like it's gonna burst. Damn, are you carrying a tent in there? Sybil! I didn't realize you were up. Rise and shine, am I right? Indeed. Good morning, Snowflake. Morning. So, are you gonna tell me what you got there? Oh, haha. I guess it does look pretty stuffed, doesn't it? Let's see, I packed her lunch, a thermos with hot tea, some tools for foraging. Reconsidering, I think I should have probably taken space into account. Hey now, your assistant's got you covered. Can use my backpack to carry our findings. A self-satisfying snort, I pat the straps hugging my shoulders. Crow claps his hands together and grins.
Thank you.
That'd be a lot of help. Do we have everything we need then? Yes, are you ready? I raised my hands in the air to show him the winter gloves he gave me yesterday before heading to sleep. I didn't forget them this time. So I see. Glad they fit you well. Thank you for loaning them to me. Huh? Oh, it's just... they were actually meant as a gift. Wait, really? Thank you. I can't accept them. Are you sure I can have them? I've been picking like, are you sure you're okay with this? Are you sure? That's like kind of like what I've been picking, so are you sure I can have them? That's really kind of you, Crow, but are you sure I can have them? Aren't they important to you? I have quite a few pairs in my room. Don't worry about it, really. Besides, I think that color suits you more. Dear God, how does he do that? My cheeks are on freaking fire over here. Haha. I cleared my throat for a few seconds until I can finally muster something coherent. Thank you. You're very welcome. Now you won't be able to forget me. Oh my God, you got so red. Relax, I was just teasing you. Yeah, I totally knew that. I didn't know that. Unless he's teasing about teasing, or teasing about teasing about teasing? God, I suck at being flirted with. And I'm 100% sure I wouldn't be able to forget him anyway, not with that smile. We like shark teeth, don't we, huh? Crow puts on his jacket and slides the drawstring bag over his shoulder.
Alrighty.
Now we're definitely ready. That we are. He takes his keys from his pants pocket and locks the front door.
After you.
It's outside the snow. I glance back at the log cabin. It's kind of weird to think how a mere 3 days ago this was the scene of a blizzard. Right now it's so peaceful. The cabin looks kind of old in comparison to the inside. It's an interesting contrast, yet it still makes me wonder why it's like that. Not gonna lie, before we'd stepped into the snow, my memory of its outer appearance had still been a bit foggy. Guess that's what a combination of stress, freezing weather, and passing out can do to someone. I feel a hand on my shoulder. Are you okay? Yeah, I was just looking at the cabin. Couldn't really appreciate the first time because of the snowstorm. Among other things.
I see.
And did it leave an impression on you? Well, I fiddle with my fingers. It looks a bit, unexpected compared to the inside. You can say the word old, you know. I don't bite. My cheeks turn scarlet. God damn it, I really need to work on my poker face. When I moved here, the inside wasn't much different from the outside. It was just as shabby, just as ancient. Wow, and you decided to remodel it? That's right, I'm not picky, but I very well couldn't live in a rundown place either. But then, Why didn't you remodel the outside too? Was it too expensive? Not particularly. I just thought it had a charm of its own. Something that appears to be a certain way at first, but then takes you aback. Uh-huh. Are you one of those kind of people that wants to live like in a haunted house? And then on the inside, you have like everything you need. An unexpected charm, just like you said. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Oh?
Does that mean you're even more interested in me?
Yes, maybe, no comment. Be indecisive. Maybe. Really now? Crow leans in. He looks me right in the eye. Do you mind being a bit more specific? Haha. Sybil's bad flirting tip number 1. When unsure what to say, just laugh like an idiot. Well? You're very mysterious? Curious. He leans back. Very curious. Curiouser. I feel like I've forgotten how to breathe. Alrighty, let's get going, yes? Lead the way. The weather is really good today, very clear, and there's moisture in the air. Besides chaga and pine needles, we might be able to get some wintergreen berries, if we're lucky. I never heard of wintergreen berries before. What do they look like? They're similar to red cranberries. But if you put them next to each other, the taste will give away which is which. Really? Is it a different kind of sweetness? No, they're poisonous. Nope, wintergreen berries have a minty flavor. Minty? And they're still considered berries? I know, right? Another wonder of nature. While keeping the conversation going, we continue walking along the snowy path for a while. I feel like sharks get a bad reputation because of the movie, you know, but they're more chill than dolphins. Appearances can certainly beat deceit. Crow stops dead in his tracks. What is it? Without saying anything, he takes my hand and leads me to a certain striped tree. I lift my head up and squint to follow the trail of the bark. Then I see it. A blackened mass protruding from the trunk. Is that mushrooms? I didn't expect it to look like charcoal. That's actually a very good comparison. I'll show you how to harvest it. Crow puts the sack on the ground and grabs a big knife from the inside. He then gains a bit of momentum and jumps towards the birch tree. Okay. And here, my friends, is the irrefutable proof that humans are related to monkeys. Thank you for coming to our Ned Talk. We both laugh. Nerds! I'll be right there with you. Without wasting any more time, Crow reaches the charcoal mass and cuts off a small portion. Finally, he slides down and joins me on solid ground.
This is a chaga mushroom.
I lean in toward the fungus. Unlike the black mass's exterior, the core is a completely different color. Wow, it's really yellow. It is, isn't it? That means this one's healthy. Oh, right. Let me carry it in my bag. Thanks, Snowflake.
Alrighty.
Just a little bit longer and we'll have lunch. Does that sound good? Sounds good to
Excellent.
me. When we reach the side of the forest filled with pine trees, Crow grabs the knife in his bag to carefully cut off some needles. Once he finishes putting them inside a small pouch, we sit down on a couple of nearby stumps. At last, a place to rest my legs. Walking on snow is more tiring than it looks. It feels good though, don't you think? When I turn to look at him, Crow hands me a thermos lid filled with a golden colored drink. The little herbs floating at the top give it away. It's pine needle tea. I keep it in my hands for a few seconds and then take a sip. Unlike chaga, this tea is more aromatic and has a minty, slightly citrusy flavor. Yeah, it does feel good. Thanks, Crow. I drink the rest of the tea. My body feels warmer now. I think I like this one better than chaga. It's very refreshing, isn't it? You can have more if you want. Maybe in a few minutes. I'm starving. Right on the dot. Does your stomach have a clock or something? Huh? You were saying? Anyway... Trying and failing not to look too embarrassed, Crow takes out a couple of toasted sandwiches from a plastic container inside his bag. Spinach, mushroom, and grilled cheese? I like the way you think. It's nothing fancy, but I hope you find it tasty. There's no doubt in my mind that I will. And I'm right, a few bites later, the sandwich is long gone. God, mushrooms and cheese go well with so many things, it's almost criminal. A full tummy really makes for a happy heart. I couldn't agree more. Trying new recipes and exploring new flavors is something I enjoy as well. Maybe you could also take inspiration from a nearby restaurant. I could drive... What's wrong? I completely forgot about my car. Oh shit, your car. The one that broke down? Well, kinda. It mostly just got a flat tire. I should really look for it to make sure it didn't get destroyed in the snowstorm. Cars are fucking expensive after all. I stand up and pat my butt a few times to get rid of any remaining dirt. I'll be right back. Crow grabs my arm.
No.
Okay. We should start heading back. It won't be much longer until it gets dark. I just want to check real quick. Look, I remember this path. My car shouldn't be that far ahead.
You sure about that?
Huh?
How do you know you're not making a mistake? You don't know the area like I do. How do you know you're not making a mistake? You don't know the area like I do.
Not to mention, with the blizzard, your car must be covered in snow anyway, so it'll be even harder to spot. Is that really the case? Yeah, what if my car is like completely fine? It will get dark soon. We shouldn't be here when that happens.
It's not safe.
I guess it's true that I don't know this area very well, but... Please, Sybil? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for understanding. With a hurried pace, Crow puts back all the containers inside his drawstring bag. Let's get going, shall we? Yeah. Almost home. Why does he sound so relieved? Let me grab my keys. Sure. What was that sound? Damn it, I should have put them inside my coat. While Crow is busy searching for the keys, I try to pinpoint the location of the sound. Where is it? I raise my head and discover the culprit of the flapping noise. Hello, Crow. Up on the cabin's roof. Feet perched on the chimney. Disturbing and piercing stare. There's a single crow. A crow with red eyes. Day 4. Where? What is this place? It's almost like... Hold on a second. Am I dreaming? And what's with all the fog? There's no floor, but I can walk just fine for some reason. Guess I'll keep walking. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Are you going to keep me walking? Are you going to keep me walking in the smoggy phase of Are you going to keep me walking in this smoggy maze until I'm 84? I look like a fucking idiot. If I'm supposed to learn a deep dark secret or whatever, at least give me a sign. A different kind of sign? Fog is kind of overrated. Why are you still here? Excuse me? Why are you still here? What do you mean? Why? Why? Stop! I can't leave. I mean, the log cabin is alright. Crow is alright. Sure, some things could be better, but they could be worse as well. Not to mention the bus won't come until all the snow is removed anyway, so I don't really have a choice, you know? Why am I talking to a bird? Not sure what I expected. Cannot be trusted. What did you just say? He cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted, he cannot be trusted, he cannot be trusted, he cannot be trusted. Lies, all lies. Bunny picture. Wardrobe. Cozy bed. The wooden texture of the walls. I'm awake. I'm finally awake. God. I covered my face in my hands. What the hell was that dream? Did that really happen? Like, actually? Well, shit. I wipe my forehead with the back of my hand. I'm all sweaty. Better take a shower. Phew, I really needed that. Can't believe I actually managed to sleep for breakfast again. See, he's totally poisoning you. And it's making you sleep longer. Even after seeing that weird bird and all. It looked just like the one from yesterday. Do crows always have red eyes? Do crows have red eyes? Sybil? Yeah? Oh, thank God. I went to wake you up, but you weren't in your room. So I thought maybe I would find you here. Sorry, I wanted to take a shower. Did you need to use the bathroom? I'm almost done changing.
Don't worry about it.
It's alright. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to let you know lunch is almost ready. Awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm actually looking forward to it. I really love your cooking. Crow? Sorry, you just caught me off guard. He's
Thank you.
poisoning us. Thank you, I'm so glad to hear that.
I wouldn't mind cooking for you for the rest of my life.
What? Nothing, just talking to myself. I'll wait for you in the living room. Crow's footsteps get farther away until the sound fades into the distance. Well, at least it's not awkward between us anymore, I think. Whatever. After getting dressed and drying my hair with a towel, I make my way to the living room. Less than 5 minutes later, Crow arrives with the usual food tray and places it on the table. All done. Help yourself, Snowflake. The comforting smell of stew makes its way up to my nose. It's filled with veggies, meat, rosemary, and a mouth-watering broth. Time to dig in. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's so chewy and rich. I've never had this type of meat before. Is it crow meat? Oh, it's venison. Venison? Holy... Okay, be honest here. Never thought venison meat was something I'd try. Ever. And yet here we are. And yet here we are indeed. Do you like it? Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent.
I chew and savor every mouthful of the stew until only a few drops are left. But we don't waste food in civil land, so I dip a piece of bread and clean the rest of the bowl with it. You really don't miss, huh? Everything was great as always. It's my pleasure. Besides, you always look so happy when you eat my food. It makes it all worth it. Oh god, seriously? That's a bit embarrassing. But I guess it's no wonder. Good food does make me smile.
Indeed.
Indeed. What is it? Don't tell me I have food on my face, don't I? Huh? No, it's... I grab a napkin from the food tray and vigorously wipe my mouth. Did I get it? Crow doesn't answer. He brings a hand to my cheek instead. Slap his hand away, hold his hand when it reaches your cheek. Stay still and close your eyes. Like any of these options. See, I would just like move my face away. The closest thing to that is like slapping his hand away, but that's kind of mean. So it's like, let's slap his hand away. What are you doing? Sorry, you had an eyelash under your eye, so you could have just told me, you know. I can't get it myself. I feel my face with my fingers until I find the thin little hair that doesn't belong. There, I got it. You certainly did. Anyway, actually I wanted to ask you something, Crow. You think we could go outside again today? I know it's not that early anymore, but I have to make sure I properly store everything we harvested yesterday. It's important that it's well preserved so it lasts longer. Oh, I mean the chaga and pine needles? Precisely. Though it's a shame we couldn't find any... Precisely, though it's a shame we couldn't find any wintergreen berries after all. In any case, why don't you help me? I'll teach you how to make chaga powder. And if you want, I can show you how to make one of my herbal medicines too. What do you say? Why is he avoiding the question? He could have just said it'll get dark soon and we can go outside tomorrow. But he suddenly changed the subject. Sybil? Fine. I'll concede. For now. But you bet your ass I'll ask again, Crow Boy. I can be very persistent when I want to. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sure, let's do it. Sounds like fun.
Alrighty.
Let's get the chaga from the kitchen, shall we? Crow opens one of the upper cabinets, takes out a coffee grinder, and puts it on the counter. Wait, we're not going to use a mortar and pestle? That's not a bad guess, actually. We're definitely going to use them for making herbal medicine later. For the powder dough, chaga mushroom is a bit lumpy and much too big for a mortar, so we'll use the grinder instead. Oh, that makes sense. Once we both wash up, we use our hands to break the chaga into small pieces so that they fit better inside the grinder. And thus the powder is born. This is so cool. I'm glad you're having fun. What should we do with the pine needles?
Don't worry about it.
I made sure to put a couple of bags in the freezer yesterday. The rest are being dried on a piece of cloth, but it'll take a few days, so we can make the medicine, right?
Indeed.
What are we making? I think a poultice would be good. It's pretty easy to make and only needs a few ingredients. Oh, that's like a skin remedy, isn't it? Yes, exactly. The kitchen counter is a bit small for us both, though. We should take everything to the living room. Sure thing. Crow grabs a handful of herbs, a roundish container with clay powder, and a knife, while I take the mortar and pestle, a cup of boiling water, and a small bottle of lavender oil.
Alrighty.
Let's start with the herbs. With incredible precision, Crow wastes no time in cutting all the leaves. It reminds me of whenever he cuts veggies for the meals he prepares. When he's done, he puts them inside the mortar. Okay, put some water on top of the herbs. How's this? Crow's hand makes a semicircular motions as he keeps grinding the wet leaves for several minutes. At some point, he asks me to add a few drops of lavender oil and a teaspoon of clay powder to the mixture. The final result is a green and creamy paste similar to pesto sauce. I give Crow an empty container and he pours the herbal poultice inside it with the help of the pestle. All done.
Yep.
All done. Thanks for lending a hand. No worries, it was an interesting learning experience. Wonderful. Like a kid who just woke up from a long nap, Crow stretches his limbs for a few seconds, then starts putting all the dirty dishes away, including those from today's lunch. Oh, I interrupt myself when I notice the window. It's already dark. Sorry, did you say something? I was a bit distracted putting everything on the tray. Crow, do you think we can go outside tomorrow? And please don't avoid my question like you did after we had lunch. Why? Huh? We just went yesterday, didn't we? And harvested plenty of things at that. I don't see why we should do it again if we don't need to. Look, if this is about your car, it's not. Well, it's not only about my car. Apart from plants, you also study animals, don't you? Yes. I want to do that too. You see, I happened to see a crow yesterday. Okay, and what about it? God, he's really not budging, is he? Let's not mention it had red eyes, just in case. It reminded me that you were researching their habits and stuff. Can't we go out in the morning to see if we find any crows? You said there are things that you have to see for yourself. Look, Sybil. I know that's what I said a few days ago, but it's not that simple. The weather here is really unpredictable this time of the year. In fact, it's extremely likely that there will be another blizzard soon. What? In the meantime, I can give you a book on crows if you want to learn more about them, but we really shouldn't be going outside.
It's not safe.
He cannot be trusted. I'll still have to go back home eventually. The moment those words come out of my mouth, his expression pulls a 180.
Why are you so persistent?
Oh, the music change.
Do you really want to freeze to death? Is that it? Are you that stupid?
Oh, no. Oh, no, you didn't. Now, wait a goddamn minute here, you fucking lettuce. Who the hell do you think you are? I'm someone who knows the dangers and implications of what you want to do.
I'm someone with fucking common sense. Something that you clearly don't have.
What? Fuck this. Fuck you. I'm not going to sit around here talking to a pig-headed imbecile who thinks he knows what's best for me better than myself. Then maybe you should leave tomorrow morning. Maybe I will. Fine. Fine. With the conversation clearly over, I storm off all the way to my room. Oh no, they're fighting. It makes me so angry. I scream into the bed pillow and kick my legs on the mattress. What the hell is his problem? He can't tell me what to do. I'm a fucking adult. He doesn't own me. And I do have common sense. Probably. I can't deny that he did seem worried, but why won't he tell me anything? Bro, what are you hiding? To be continued. Yep. That's the game so far. 4 days out of, I think it's supposed to be 7. Like a full week. So 3 more days left. Story's been cute so far. I'm terrible at giving my opinions. Crow is interesting. I don't know. I don't read La Yandere stuff to begin with. I'm curious if there's like some actual supernatural thing to it because of like the weird talking crow in our dreams. What else to say? The art's pretty. All the like cooking stuff is like cute, like the little food pictures. The pictures of crow are cute. Yeah. I totally keep playing this like once it's completed, I guess. Yeah, I'm terrible at giving my opinion. I already said that. Yeah, I guess I'll wrap up now. So, bye-bye. I'll put links and stuff in the description and everything. Bye-bye.